Hey, but let's just check out what kind of people are donating to this campaign. I just figured I would share this with you also. Come on, crackers. This is the most recent comment that I saw last night. 67 likes too. You know how many likes these things? Like 67 is a lot of likes for a comment on a Give, Send, Go. Come on, crackers. Y'all too broke to write more racist BS. The more y'all be, the richer our brother gets. And honestly, I laugh at your misery. You deserve it. You lynched my people, enslaved my people, murdered my people, and now mad our brother's about to walk free after sending a white supremacist to hell where he belongs. We not our ancestors. F around, die.
Die out. B word.
Yeah. So
what a lovely, lovely human
hey,
giver is.
And look at it. They donated $5.
Big spender.
Wow. I'm sure your life is awesome, bro. All right. Play with Matches is back, and we have some major updates in the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf case. So we're going to talk about them. Gabrielle, say hi to the people.
Hi.
Yeah. So an article came out yesterday that is outlining some of the lavish spending from the Anthony family. And people are going crazy. Brand new Lexus for Carmelo Anthony, the whole nine. Now, why is this relevant? Relevant specifically because of the Give, Send, Go, which originally had a $100,000 goal, right? What does that say right there, babe? How much have they raised?
$506,000. It's $500,000.
Every time they've hit their goal, they've raised the goal. And now it's at $550,000. Okay.
How much do they keep? Do they keep 100%?
Yeah.
Give, Send, Go doesn't take anything?
No, I don't think so.
Is it...
I think that Give, Send, Go, you tip or whatever, like people tip. So listen, it is, I actually do want to talk about Give, Send, Go specifically because Give, Send, Go is the counter response to GoFundMe because GoFundMe axed the Kyle Rittenhouse fund.
Right.
Because people were donating to Kyle Rittenhouse and they were like, no, you can't donate to Kyle Rittenhouse. Right. And so Give, Send, Go was like, you can give to Kyle Rittenhouse over here.
You want.
Right.
Yeah.
So the owner, I think the CEO or CFO of Give, Send, Go actually went on a show and talked about it. And his take was actually really good because people were like, why are you allowing them to do this? You know? And obviously, if you have a brain, you already said people should be able to donate to people who are facing charges. So if you agree with them on the Kyle Rittenhouse one, what is your argument that he shouldn't be able to do it here?
Exactly.
Anyway, but nonetheless, that has nothing to do with the family.
And what they're doing with the money. Yeah.
And well, specifically, it's like, are you trying to profit from your son killing another 17-year-old? Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you set a goal, oh my God, this is a really serious situation. Now, we need to raise money for this, for what's happening. And then say, okay, the situation changed, right? We only needed 100,000 because we thought we were just going to have to, we didn't realize it was going to be such a media circus. Okay, well, now we need to raise it. Well, guess what? Every time that you hit the thing and now you raise it again, now it is a very gross look to me. You know, it's not a gross look. Is advertisers smart enough to recognize this is the best channel on YouTube? So we're going to show you one of them and then we'll get right back to the video. Now we're excited to have the Wing Girl Method as the sponsor of today's video.
Founded by renowned dating expert and fellow YouTuber Marnie, your personal wing girl, whose channel has grown to 1.3 million subscribers, as well as being featured on MTV, Dr. Drew, Ask Men, and Penthouse. Her goal is to improve the dating lives of men.
Penthouse. Nice. But let's be honest, guys suck at flirting, and that's where Marnie comes in. She's helped thousands of men transform their dating lives with her science-based flirting method. The F formula, which is used by tens of thousands of men worldwide. This proven system helps you attract the women that you want.
This isn't for guys who are content with being alone forever. It's for those who are ready to break free from their flirting failures and finally date the women they deserve.
Even if you think a girl is out of your league or not interested interested, this is a step-by-step formula that can change that. It shows you exactly how to make any woman eager to escalate with you, date you, sleep with you, and be with you. No need to look like a model or have millions in your bank account. With the F formula, those things aren't necessary. Apply this method and you'll start seeing results almost immediately.
Why I trust Marnie's formula? Over 100,000 men have already experienced life-changing results. This is your chance to date like the top 10% of men.
And because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring today's video, they're offering our viewers an unbeatable deal. Just click on the first link in the description now and grab your exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. Plus, if you decide to pick up the program, you'll get an extra 20% off. If you're tired of failing at flirting and being stuck on the sidelines, stop wasting time, take control of your dating life, click the link below and get access right away. Where you're like, how much is enough, guys?
Does the platform raise it on its own, or do they have to go in and manually raise it?
They're going in and manually raising it because tons of campaigns, they have a number and it just goes way over. And then you see what the goal was and they've already gone way over it, right? So we're going to talk about those things. And then obviously we're going to go through the... the pictures of them on cruises and the brand new Lexus and all that. And candidly, my take on what it means that they have those photographs from the cruise and the brand new Lexus and their $900,000 house they lived in before, actually, in my opinion, says something very different than what people are interpreting it as.
It says that they're a family who was doing well, and I don't know, to me,
Look at you with a brain.
Yeah.
Look at you with your smart brain.
It says that he probably came from a good home.
Look at you with your smart brain. Yeah. And look at the viewer with their smart brain who just subscribed to the channel.
Yeah.
But again, so you got one side that where I'm going to be defending the family in terms of like their like parenting or whatever. At least like it seems on the outside. Up until this point. And then now they're doing, this is just, like they've done everything wrong. Every single thing they've done has been wrong since this happened.
There's also, what's the saying? Don't let a good crisis go to waste or something like that. I mean, they're in a weird position right now. People just want to keep giving them money. I mean, I do not. Optics. I don't think it is optics for sure.
You don't need to
going out and buying. They don't. I mean, who knows how much lawyers are going to cost? What this is going to look like? If their kids are going to be, if there's anything that's going to be held against them when they're trying to go to college. If they were putting this into college funds for kids, for something for their children's future, not like a new Lexus. You know, probably not the best idea.
I don't want to step on the video, but no one said they bought the Lexus after they got the money.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get into all that. But let's just take a look at some of the comments from people who are donating to this thing, right? So, you know, some of them are nice. I'm praying for you. Let me just say this, Mr. Anonymous, as to why they chose a white lawyer. It's like, guys, you know, like, let's just listen to this crap, dude. One, it's their choice. To have chosen a black lawyer, they would have met with opposition. 3, a lawyer can't fight for you when they are blinded from the truths. And if you feel it's a money grab, simply don't donate. Stop wasting your time and energy pocket watching. We are grown folks. We do what we want with our money. Be blessed. Okay, look, like,
I mean,
that one, it's not like I don't need to yell at that person like the one who's like, hey, we sent a white supremacist to hell. But like, dude, first of all,
takes the cake.
First of all, the black dude that was speaking on their behalf is not their attorney. Okay. That dude is one of these people.
No, they're saying that he chose a white lawyer.
Oh, he chose a white lawyer?
That's what it just says right there.
Oh, I thought they were saying he chose a black. Okay.
No, but like, who cares? They chose a good lawyer, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They had $500,000 and got a good lawyer, which they should.
Yeah. What they were saying, though, like what everybody else is talking about was like that dude who was standing on the stage, you know, that we talked about in the last one. Yeah, he's not a lawyer. He works for an activist place, which of course, because of course you're an activist. Because the only reason you would have been arrested 11 times is because of the racist system. So you have to be a front man out there speaking truth to injustice. You're like, you shook a 2-year-old until they were permanently injured. Okay, that's why you got arrested.
Can't think about that. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's just lots and lots of that bully. Here we go. This is I love this one, man. That bully Klansman closed the gap while trying to rob you and got sent to meet his maker aka Satan.
Shut up.
This is America with 3 KKK. You know, you better carry something to defend yourself. You did nothing wrong. You are a good kid. Yeah, you spared that. Yeah, spared your life that day through that blade. You or him.
What?
You made the right choice. You could have suffered significant bodily harm or death. Shut the fuck up, idiot.
No.
Like,
a fight might have broken out in the bleachers, to which school administration would have stepped in and stopped it within a minute.
A second.
Yeah.
And
I was being generous with a minute.
I mean,
Coaches,
a minute would have
right
been
there.
the longest fight in high school history.
I know. And I'm just saying, like, if they're on the bleachers, no one's there. But I'm assuming coaches are probably under the tarp with them as well. So you've got like a minute or less.
Kids jumping. Either way. Like,
someone's stopping it.
Yeah.
No one's having severe bodily harm or death unless someone pulls out a knife.
That is exactly right, Gabrielle.
I know.
And that's the I mean, I don't know. You pick which is the stupider part of this, right?
The whole thing's stupid.
That you're actually trying to act like this kid's life was in danger, or talking about a kid who comes from a family where the dad has literally gone through tremendous lengths to publicly denounce any racial stuff related to this at all. Okay. Oh my God.
What?
I just realized, did you see the clip of the guy on the phone with Austin Metcalf's father, the white nationalist guy?
No. I mean, I read quotes of what he said to him, like, get my son's face off of your website.
Did you see
and he
what
said,
the
you,
white
sir, are
you are going to be responsible for the next for more Austin Metcalfs due to your weakness, sir.
Yeah.
So
Psycho.
I made a video about that, and I had specifically said earlier in the video, okay, this is a bonus for my viewers who watch my channel and this one, where I specifically was like, I actually edited out about a 3-minute rant because I was like, yeah, I can't put that out. Now you get to know what I said, okay?
Okay.
So I had specifically talked about earlier in the video about how incredible a person Austin Metcalf's father is, given that he's like forgiving. He wants to go pray with the mother, all that stuff. And I'm like, he's a better man than me. Like, I go on this channel and I spaz out. Like, I'm like, I just like spaz out. So I don't go in planning to threaten to shoot people in the face if they pull. I
believe the appropriate term is crash out, but proceed.
I like spaz out, but nonetheless. And then so later in the video, when I saw that guy say that to Austin Metcalf's father, I tried so hard not to lose it. And I was like, and then I just white knuckled it, and then I just snapped. And then I went off for like 3 minutes.
And then deleted it.
I seriously, like, when he said that, I think I'm telling you, that was probably the most like heavy reaction emotional I've ever seen or ever had to someone saying something to someone. And what I said was, I would take him by the throat and I would pull his teeth out with pliers and then shove him down his fucking throat.
There goes our video monetization.
Oh no, we're fine, dude.
Okay.
You can say things like that.
No.
Who do you think knows YouTube monetization better?
Find out together.
Okay, that was the first thing I said of about 3 minutes of ranting. So anyway, I lost it. That just because I got that. A person saying that to a person, they're putting on an event supposedly supporting the family, and that's what you do. You call the victim's father and say that?
It's completely insane.
Anyway, so moving over to this stuff, right? So this is the whoops, here we go. Yeah. So this is the big reveal that they that they're rich supposedly, and they're still asking for money. So let me make that a little bit smaller so that we can stay on the screen. But basically, it's like, okay, so check this out. Whenever this was
a cruise with 4 kids, that is not cheap.
It's not cheap. But does that kid right there look like a kid that is a ghetto kid that's like about to stab someone?
No.
Looks like a regular kid, dude.
Yeah.
On a cruise with his family. It was 18 months before. Okay? Like this set of pictures just makes me sad, man.
The whole thing makes me really sad. Like it to me, like, exactly what I was saying. It looks pretty clear that he came from a good family who tried to give him the best life that they could,
Yep.
raise him to be, an upstanding citizen, show him that he can do whatever he wants in the world. And I mean, I can only assume that he must have fallen in with a bad crowd, because his dad doesn't look like the kind of guy who's carrying a knife around going to like get in fights with people.
Exactly. Look at so this is actually exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's the dad and the mom. I don't know what the hell that face pose is.
I mean, do whatever you want with your face.
And then there's him. Yay! I'm having such a great time eating some food.
That's on the ship.
On the ship. Here's my brand new Lexus on my 16th birthday. Here's mommy with her new GMC. And
what did his parents do? Do we know?
I don't know. Why don't you Google that, actually?
I will.
And then here's him on the ship,
mm-hmm.
posing. There's the dad doing that same stupid face. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with that face. And then now, here's his son, who has made himself into another black statistic that is going to go to jail for murder. It's like... It's
really sad.
It's awful, dude. It's like... I just, like... I don't think, personally, that the cruise pictures or the car pictures or any of that stuff matters that much, where it's like, okay, like, it's not cheap. Yeah, it probably like, it might have been, it could have been something that he won at work. You know what I mean?
It could have been.
It could have been something they paid for, but like, I mean, you want to know who knows how much it costs to take a family that size on vacation? Us. Okay. So a cruise like that, you're probably looking at like 6, 7 G's, maybe 8. It's not cheap.
Karmelo's father was a talented basketball player.
Okay, what does that have to do with it?
I don't know. I asked what they do for a living.
Because they said he had to leave his work.
Yeah. Anthony's childhood involved. Wait, that's not him.
They're talking about, oh my God, Gabrielle.
I know, I spelled it right up here. Oh,
no,
I know, I spelled it right.
Okay, that's the basketball player,
okay,
Karmelo Anthony.
No, I did it right, but freaking Google auto-corrected it. See?
No, okay, yeah. His parents,
they did it again.
Dude, what the fuck?
I know, it's really annoying.
Like, what?
I told you I spelled it right. Rude.
Okay.
We're gonna have to.
They're just so like.
They're nobody.
Because they were saying that he had to leave his job as a result of this.
Yeah.
But look at this, dude. You know what makes like you don't want to know what the worst part of this picture is? The worst part of this picture are look at these 2 little kids with the matching shark shirt.
I know.
Like, that is just so fucking sad to me. It's like these 2 little guys, like, let's wear matching shark shirts.
Baby shark.
Yes. They're baby sharks. And then, because this is obviously the 13-year-old, so she must have been 11 right here.
Yep.
And then these 2 must have been 5 and 7 or something, or like 8 and 10, or I don't know, 8, 9. They're babies.
Yep.
And they are going to be visiting their brother in prison. Do you know how much more likely it is that someone ends up in prison the second that they witness someone they know it was unfathomable that now they're going to be going to a prison to visit their brother.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it's like prison. It's like you put things in people's heads and that becomes a thing. I had a really good friend of mine do 5 years in prison for bank robbery. A really good friend of mine. And I never went and saw him because I've never been to a prison intentionally. Very intentionally. I never wanted to even walk inside one as a visitor. I don't want to know what it looks like. I don't want to know what it smells like. I don't want to think about it. I don't ever want to even be inside one of those buildings because to me, that's a place that does not exist outside of just like make-believe land.
Yeah.
I wrote him a bunch of letters and all that. We communicated. We talk on the phone sometimes, but like I never went there on purpose. I was like, fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to walk inside those walls. And yeah. I mean, listen, dude, is there a possibility that he gets acquitted? 100%. 100%. And all you have to do is look at the multitude of cases where the race card gets played and all of a sudden it's like they're not even looking at the facts of the case. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Derek Chauvin, okay, who is the cop who supposedly murdered George Floyd, who, when not wearing a police uniform, doubled as a wizard because he became the very first person in history to kill a person 3 times their size by putting a single knee in the middle of their back. Okay, there's only 2 ways to kill a person with your bare hands if you are not striking them and breaking things. Okay, you can restrict blood to their brain or you can restrict air to their lungs. That's it. Okay, you can take their neck and you could cut off a carotid artery or attack the carotid. Blood doesn't go there. They go unconscious. If you hold it there, they die. Or you can make it to where they can't breathe. Boom, the end. Okay, you can cut off air to the lungs by putting pressure on the back, but you need an army of people stampeding over them. Okay.
Yeah.
One person who weighs 160 pounds on a person who weighs 300 pounds with half their weight on their body. That is not possible. Okay. Like, it's not like, oh, well, what if, no. It's not possible. Okay. Jiu-jitsu people, anyone who has trained jiu-jitsu for any significant amount of time will tell you the exact same thing. We're not speculating. It's not possible. That is not a submission that would ever work, and certainly not in the position he was in. Never. It's not possible. Cannot be done. So obviously he didn't kill him, and he is doing life in prison, okay? And there's all kinds of other examples of that. Kyle Rittenhouse almost got sent to prison because people believed that he killed black people. He didn't even kill black people. He had a gun pointed directly at his head when he shot a guy, and they still tried him for murder.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
All it takes is one of these people who is on his, give, send, go, like you crack a Klansman to trick the jury. You don't have to be that smart to know what kind of questions to answer in a way. If you're like, yeah, I definitely protested with BLM, you're off the jury. All you have to do is say, no, not very interested in that stuff. Okay, like there's no lie detectors. You can say whatever you want. Then you get on the jury and you start talking to the, couple other people. You get a white person that's all, oh my God, all this institutional racism. And you're all, got one. And how many people do you think it takes on a jury to convince hardline that convicting them would represent you being a racist white person? Or if you're a hardline BLM person, obviously you're not going to convict them. And then boom, if you got 3 people on a jury that will not convict, you are not going to convict.
Yep.
So we'll see. And the other thing too is jurors are terrified to acquit or to convict anything like that. If they're like, oh my God, I don't want to be a person they're going to come after.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not worth it. This kid's probably not going to do anything else. Like, I'm not going to put my own family in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah. But, I said this also in my video before about about Karmelo's family. The kid's a star athlete, right? Okay, well, how does a kid become a star athlete? The parents bring him to practice over and over and over and over. They're almost certainly good parents, man.
Yeah. Taking
their kids on cruises and it's just sad, dude. It's
really, really sad.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yep. The bully Klansman. I just don't understand this. Like, I don't understand how people can live their life in this world where that's how they interpret everything, dude.
I really, really, really don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's probably enough for today. But love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
See ya.
Bye.